Hello, friends. 2 days before I had made a video for you all guys, but there was some error in the audio and I had to delete that. So I'm making the same video for you all guys on the live market. And apologies for that because that video was shared on the weekend and there could have been a better days to actually, go through it. But I'm not that tech savvy. So before we start again, let's have a disclaimer that whatever I share over here is only for the educational purpose and no action taken by you all guys. Profit or loss is any part of mine. It will be totally yours. And this is only for the record keeping. And please do not go and trade immediately. Have your own studies and take the advice of your PMS or fund managers and then take the action. This is only for the education purpose and somehow what I exactly look for. Okay, now let us start from the Nifty. What does Nifty show us? Right now, can you see I have already made that we have two touches and the third touch over here shows us that we have a pattern of which is making lower highs and the same way we have two lower lows, but fortunately, if I just delete all this and I'll just make a trend line for you all, we are almost at the same level and it's taking support at least one, two, three, four times it has been reversed from the same level. So we can say that the Nifty has a very good support at 15,700 levels. Correct. Now, you would have all seen my video about what are these two EMAs. That is, one is the blue one is the 100 EMA, which tells me the short term trend, and the black one is the 400 EMAs, which tell me the long term direction of the market. And if the direction of them is moving up, that means the market or the stock is bullish. And if it is crossing down or whatever, like this, if the cross is blue is on above 400, then the market is bullish. And if blue is below the black, that means the market is bearish. And any stock or market which is between this time period, that means it's a no trading zone for me. Correct. Now this is just a little bit of overall scenario of it. What is my system? I have already made a video of EMA, which you all can go and please see it again. Let us analyze only FNO stocks as I had promised. So I have the entire list of FNO. So let us go alphabetical wise. So that would be easy for us to keep a track of it. Now the first stock is Aarti Industries. How I'll go that if the stock is below 400 and between 100 and 400, we'll say that the stock is not worth analyzing because that's not what we are looking for. If anyways, if the stock is trending, like see if the stock is below 400, it's not worth discussing. Consider we are in between this two EMA, then also it's not worth discussing because the stock is not in the trading zone, so it's no point of discussing. Okay, now Aarti Industries is below 400, so it's bearish for me, so I will not going to do analysis of my because it's waste of time out there. Now let us see what is the ABB. Yes, ABB is right now doing good because it's above both our EMA and the trend looks very clear. So the stock is basically near the resistance. So we will wait for it to break the resistance and give us some clear indication. Yes, the stock can be kept under the radar. About India is what I say that is above both our EMAs and the trend looks very good. So this stock is making higher highs and lower highs. So these are the higher highs. This is the resistance and which we have followed by uh, lower highs continuously. So if about India is able to break 18,445, we can consider it adding to our portfolio. Uh, Aditya Birla Capital is below our Uh, Aditya Birla is below our both the EMAs, so no point in discussion. Guys, I'll just make it clear that today I'm making a video from my office in the live market, so there could be a lot of distraction because a lot of people are going here and there, and uh, I might have a phone call coming, so just pardon me for that. Aditya Birla Fashion is right now near the support areas, which is taking bounce from 251 levels, but it's between the trading zone, so we would not be analyzing it because it's of no use. Now, ACC is right now above both the EMAs. If we see that this is the resistance, major resistance, and this is what the trend is looking like, and it's making a symmetrical triangle. So until unless does not break the high of 2400, let's not pull our triggers inside and get excited with the tips and all, because that's not going to work. Adani Enterprise, of course, this is a wonderful stock which we can see a good trending. I'll just move it a little bit. Yeah, we have a support out here, which it took a beautiful support. You can see that there's pure buyers that have come into the action and the stock has gone up. Adani Enterprise can be added into our portfolio if it is able to breach the high of it, and this is 2245 levels. If that crosses, then there is a possibility it can cross 2420, and we may see a new highs in Adani Enterprise very soon. The next stock is Adani Port. It's right now under no trading zone, and if we can see, it's making a nice consolidation area. If this consolidation area gets positive and we have a breakout of 930, then we might have a new Suez rally in Adani Port. We have Alchem Lab right now, which is below 400 EMA, which is not discussable, that which I have already said. Now see, that's Amar Raja battery right now. We have a crossover, and every time it has gone to retest 100, it has given a selling pressure. So I am assuming that the market can do the same out here. So there is no way that Amar Raja battery is in my buying radar. Now we have an Ambuja cement. This is a wonderful pattern. We see that the market, the stock went below 400 EMA, but the trend is very bullish. We have a beautiful pattern of the trend line, and we can see a consolidation on the higher side of the trend, which shows that there is a support over here with a nice volumes that they are creating to support the stock. If Ambuja Cement is able to cross above 390 to 400 levels, we can think of adding to the portfolio. Alembic Pharma, can you see the crossover? And it's a pure downtrend. So any pullback towards 100 EMA or 200 400 EMA should be considered a weakness, and should not get very excited to get such kind of returns. That the entire trend is down. It can go on the opposite direction any day. You might see the next, you buy it on Thursday, Friday, and on Monday, Tuesday it has gapped down or something. So I do not trade in such kind of trades. Apollo Hospital is trying to take support on the 400 EMA. So let's see, when it crosses the 100 EMA, it might create a one more higher uh, lower highs and then consolidate out here and then give a breakout. So it's a pattern for nearly around 2-3 months. So let's wait for that long. Guys, I don't mind waiting for long because there are hundreds of stocks that one can wait for. So there are a lot of stocks available in the market, so one should not be excited just to jump the trigger. Trading is not that easy. Apollo Tires, which is very flat in nature, still it the volumes that it's creating is not very impressive. Let's see if it crosses 226 with a very high volume, such like this breakout volumes, then I might consider to add in the portfolio. But overall scenario looks very weak because the volumes are not supporting. Ashok Leyland is has a wonderful setup, because when we see over here, our trend line is broken with a very nice uh, gap up bar, and it's consolidating, maintaining that strength. And if Apollo Hospital, sorry, Ashok Leyland is able to break 143 with a very wonderful volumes, then we might plan to add in our portfolio. Asian Paint, one of the most loved stock, is taking support at 400 EMA continuously. If you see, the stock once came near the COVID time at 400, and after had given a wonderful rally. The same can be repeated, but I am not still excited because it's below the 100 EMA and between 4, which is our non-trading zone. Astral is taking support. I cannot say it's support, but it has been a very long-term rally in this stock. So there are a lot of buzz over the stock being a fundamentally good stock, but I am not very keen because it's below 400. So let's wait and watch what it does. Again, the Atul is taking support at 400 EMA. So let's wait and watch. AU Bank is struggling because it's making a consolidation pattern out here. So it's a huge consolidation, and there is no, movement in the stock. As you can see, it's just flat, hovering between 1420 to 900. It's a huge gap. If I narrow down more, then it's consolidating over here. But if I see overall trend, it's not that very exciting. Orvindo Pharma, it's a huge downtrend. Even if it gets a small pullback, then it might get uh, it might get bounce from here, or can go to 400 EM and then give a sell off, which I am not very keen to add at the bottoms, even if we can be a good stock. Axis Bank is a pure weakness as of now. Even after we had a positive crossover, there is no promising movement in the stock. So there is no great momentum in the stock. And if you see, the EMAs are getting flatter and flatter, which is not a good sign for the long-term investors. Bajaj Finance, if you can see, it's already getting little bit weak at the 400 EMA. So even being a good fundamental stock, I would be rather wait for a good opportunity afterwards. Bajaj Auto, yes, this stock has been very much into buzz currently, and I see a very good pattern in the stock. Sorry for that. If you see, if I make this trend line, so there was a huge pressure in this stock on 20th April. Sorry for this. If the stock is able to break 4,000 with a good volume, then I might be interested to add in the portfolio. Bajaj Finance, if you can see, the long-term trend of 400 EMA is very bullish, but currently it has been coming down with a good selling pressure due to huge inflation and all. It's on the downtrend channel. It is taking a support, and it might go up and again consolidate here and then give a breakout. And this can be a pattern for another 2 3 months. So I'll wait and watch in the stock. Now, Balkrishna Industry, I had tweeted on my Twitter account that due to auto sector being very promising as of now, the stock has given a very nice entry at this levels. One can think of entering at the current levels, and when it comes to take a support of 2230, one can enter and assume a nice rally in the stock. So this Balakrishna Industry is one should look for in the you know adding to the portfolio. Balrampur Chini being one of the leaders in the sugar sector. Right now, it's showing some weakness because there are some news in the sugar sector going for as export and all. So one should wait for the uh, Balakrishna Industry giving, Balrampur Chini giving a breakout of 433, and then look for adding into the portfolio, not at the current levels. Bandhan Bank, please do not look for any kind of a consolidation and then just jump over it, because it is clear that 100 is below 400. So the overall scenario in the Bandhan Bank for me is bearish. Bank of Baroda is going with nice pace with creating continuous higher, lower highs, and there's a small consolidation out here, which is a good pattern, which I like it. Uh, if this consolidation pattern is broken with a very high volume of around 102 rupees, then I might add it in my portfolio. Bank Nifty is struggling. If you can see, even it works on the index so well. The entire market, if you see, 400 is getting flatter a little bit, and 100 is coming down. So if there is a strength in the banking index, it will give a wonderful breakout of this area, and then we can consider to go aggressive in the banking sector. As of now, for me, it's taking a resistance at 100 EMA, and today we had a bit of gap down over here, which is known as filling up the gaps, and then we might go up. So let's wait and watch, and let's not start adding up all the stocks which are at just bottom, and then getting stuck at a even those at a higher price. Now, bank Bata India, the leather industry is doing quite well recently. We have seen Mirza doing really exceptionally well, giving good returns, about more than 100% returns in just 5 to 6 months. That's a tremendous return in the leather industry. Bata India is one of the leaders and the highest branches in India. So hopefully it will do wonders. The pattern is good, and I'm just waiting for this downtrend trend line to be broken and then give some nice entries at 2000 levels. BEL is right now struggling a bit. So it's at the support level, which has given a nice rejection from the 100 EMAs. If the stock is able to give a nice breakout at 240 levels, then BEL is worth adding into the portfolio. Burjo Paints right now is struggling a lot, and we have a crossover going down. So any pullback could be added to your shorts, or one can use this pullbacks to exit. The other stock is Bharat Forge. Bharat Forge is giving a good rally route here. If you can see, it's going to downtrend. It was the overall scenario is positive, but the 100 is coming down. But if you see, if it's able to break with a very good volumes of around 740, 760, this can be added to your portfolio. Bharti Airtel is right now struggling in this you can see it's between 650 to 790. That's a huge consolidation. So guys, this stock can be the stock of the 2022 or till 2025, 2026. This can give a tremendous return because it's a spring kind of a formation in a good company, where the higher the amount is spent in that particular band, bigger it can be expansion into the rally later on. So let it hover around, and when it gives a wonderful breakout at 780, 790, it would be a great time to add it in the portfolio. I think so that's going to give you multi fold returns in the future. And if it breaks down, then anyways you were never in the trade, so nothing to worry. Biocon is below both the EMA, so there is no discussion on it. Bosch is also struggling, and we have a crossover of the Bosch, which is weakness. That means any kind of pullback can be seen as a downfall in it. BPCL is very weak, as I can see. We have a crossover, so any kind of rally will again be sold out. Britannia was a wonderful rally back again, but we have a crossover, so I'll wait for it to go again up and then give a pull back, and then I'll try to see what it is going on in the stock. As of now, nothing much. Birla Soft is struggling a bit, so please stay away from this stock. Canara Bank is doing good. It is taking hovering in that 400 area, and we have this downtrend trend line. And once the trend line is broken, then we can think of adding to the portfolio. Canfin Home right now is weakening and struggling at the bottom. So let's see how it performs. Jumble Fertilizer, being the leaders in the fertilizer sector, current selling off was not that great. So you can see the big candles. So once these candles are negated, we can see if the rally goes up and takes support and then go up, then we can think of adding it, but it's not a great buy as on today. uh, Chola Mandalam is a good buy at the current level even today, because we have a price above 100 and 400 EMA. There was a consolidation, and at the 670 area is a good area to buy with 600 as your stop loss, and hold it for a long term. Cipla is right now struggling at exactly the this candle, which was huge, which made an impact in the market. So if the stock is able to break the high, then it can be considered to be added in the portfolio. Coal India right now at about this particular level. If one sees a nice closing, a good strong candle while closing, one can add to their portfolio. So guys, please keep a watch on the Coal India. Q4 is right now at weakening stage, and if you can see, there's a steep marking going down that shows the weakness in the market in the Q4. So please stay away from it. Coalpal is struggling because it's on the stage of consolidation, and we have a positive breakout. So please keep a watch on it, and if it goes above 1650, then one can add to the portfolio. And for Colgate is it's a good company. Uh, Container Corporation. Container Corporation, if we see in the overall setup, is this is the short-term trend line channel that is going on, and this is the long term. So what one can do is enter the stock currently and add a bit more at this levels with the stop loss below this, and 20% of your portfolio should of this stock should be exited over here and wait for a wonderful breakout. And once it retest again out here, add that 20% again, and then hold for a long term, and then you can see a good rally in this company. Coromandel has given really good breakout. It's a wonderful, just because there's a huge sell off in this area. What we can do is wait for this 985 to cross and then add to the portfolio. Not as of now. Crompton Greaves right now is struggling with a huge volume coming, giving us support, but there is a possibility of crossover. This may go up because still it is not confirmed. Today it may confirm. Um, Cummins India is a good setup right now. If you see, there's a consolidation going on out at here. So if it is able to break this low, that is 1055, and then if it gives a very wonderful strong breakout, then one can look for adding to the portfolio. Dabur has shown the weakness. If you see, the downtrend is confirmed. So any pullback can be considered as a weakness. Do not add to the portfolio. Uh, Dalmia Bharat again going to confirm the weakness in day or two. So please stay away from Dalmia Bharat. Deepak Nitrate, one of the best stocks that one can invest in, and it has been showing continuous lower highs, and there's a support at 1840. So let's see how it performs in few days and gives a breakout and then goes up, takes a support out here and goes up. Then one can think of adding in the portfolio, because this kind of consolidation and then breakout is one of the best, confirmation of a new release that can happen in the stock. Delta Corp is below 400 and it's right now struggling. Devil's Lab, yes, it's below 400, and if you can see the huge volumes that are showing, that is weakness. So please stay away from the stock. Dixon is trying to take the stock go up because it has a nice order book and it is taking a support of 3200 levels. So if once it goes above 100, we can think about it. DLF right now is again struggling, and if you see, even after the crossover, it is not able to sustain that entire growth. So let it go above this uh, lower high trend, and then we analyze after a few weeks. uh, Dr. Reddy, even after a great buzz in the entire community in the Twitter, I am not very excited because it's getting stuck at 400 EMA. Can you see the weakness out here? One can wait for the confirmation below this levels, and if you are stuck in the stock, you can exit. But wait for the low of this candle to be broken. We never know. This is stock market. It can just go up and take a new rally. But just be asking for you all to take a nice confirmation. Like over here, it gave the same can be done at this area. Aisha Motors is right now struggling. If you see, they are making a bigger wick, so I'm not very excited for this stock because I need a clean breakout, good strong candle. So waiting for it to give good. The auto sector is good, so I am very optimistic about this Aisha Motor, but I am not very happy with the candle formation. Escort is right now struggling and it's below 100 EMA, so it's a no trading zone. Exide industry is right now struggling. If you can see, any pullback can be seen as a short opportunity. Federal Bank is going up with nice higher lows and still below 100 EMA and between the 400 EMA. So I would be waiting for a nice breakout of 93 levels, and then let's wait and see how the candle formation happens, and then can be added to the stock. Gale right now is struggling because it's entering the no trade zone. So let's wait and watch. Glenmark Pharma, can you see the entire selling pressure and it's taking support at this level of 384 and getting again resistance as 412 levels. So even if it gives a pullback, this is the areas where it may face a resistance and then come down again. So just because the stock is good does not mean the price is good. So wait for it. GMR Infra right now is one of the buzzing stock in the infrastructure. Can you see this entire volume that has come on one specific day? If I plot this small this trend line, I would be waiting for a nice breakout candle out here with the volume and can add this stock in the sorry for my portfolio. I'm nothing assuring you, but it can be a really good setup for at least to give you 48 from 38 to 48. It's going to be a really good returns in a very short span of time. uh, Gujarat Narmada with a very buzzing news right now. If you can see, it's right now at the support level. If this support sustains and the stock goes above this particular candle, which gave a huge selling, and then it has something a great volume near 715 to 720 levels, then we can see a good rally going, making new highs and new histories in the company. So let's wait and watch. Godrej Consumer is right now pure in the weakness. See, any kind of strength will be given a sell off, and if it breaks this bottoms of 750 levels, it's going to be a very steep fall for the company. So stay away from it. Gujarat Godrej Properties, if you see, it has a very huge selling in the market. So if this crossover happens, then this pullback will be considered as a weakness. Again, see the Granules India, again very good company, but there is a weakness in the company, so stay away. Grasim is trying to take support, but I don't think so. It's going to sustain, and it's already showing some weakness. So if it shows some strength, and then we can look for any longs in this company. uh, Gujarat State Petro, GSPL, again a very steep selling off and it's trying to take support, but I'm not very excited for this. So let's stay away from the company. Gujarat Gas, it's a very good setup, which I have already marked out here. So if the stock is able to close above 590 areas, and if my below indicator relative strength goes above zero, then I would be excited to get a hold of this company. One of the best stock that has been invested right now is HAL, which I had added at 1490 levels. I have added over 1598 levels, and I have also added at 1770 levels. So right now, if it goes above and trying to give me a closing at about 1850, I might even add more. So I do pyramiding on the higher side of the I don't like to buy stocks which are falling and try to average at the lower price. I keep pyramiding at a higher price. That's how the money has been made. And if Havels is right now not a great setup, because if you see, we already have three lower highs and the volumes are also not that great. So once the volume jumps up and if it breaks the trend line, I would be interested. Now HSCL right now is also in no trading zone. HDFC, it's, can you see how this crossover is helping? I remember when HDFC was going up and everybody was so excited. My God, it's going to go up again. Let's buy, let's buy. This is where the support is made. And can you see exactly at 100 EMA? It's taking a resistance. So guys, please understand the price pattern first and then jump. Just because the company is good and the price is cheap does not mean it's a good price. A good stock can be bought at an expensive rate. For that, most it can go more higher. So don't try to catch the falling knife. Can you see this? SDFC, AMC. Everybody was excited in this area and exactly at 100 EMA. What a sell off. I don't mind buying expensive, but it needs to show the intention to go up. HDFC Bank right now is struggling again. It will only improve once when the banking sector index improves. So let's wait and watch. HDFC Life Insurance again in between the no trading zone. This can come as a weakness in coming days. Hero Motors, if it gives a closing above this level, let me just show you again. This candle with a nice strong closing of 1830 13, then I can consider to be, no, sorry, I am so sorry, I'm so sorry. This candle is in the weakness side. So even if it breaks, it is going to come down soon. And if this gives a crossover, I will add at a higher price around here, 2900 to 3000 rupees. There's no shame in accepting that I buy expensive. It's okay even if the markets are bad. The expensive is good for me, and that's been working for me. Uh, Hindalgo is right now in weakness because it's taking at the support at 400, but it's between the no trading zone. I like the stock which are trending and showing the strength even in this weak market. So if the market reverses, then the stock may show double, triple strength. The stock is below 400, and even my indicator is showing the weakness. So let's not analyze it because there's a pure weakness in it. Hindustan Petroleum below 400 and more weakness is shown in the stock. So let's be out of it. Hindustan Unilever, the FMCG sector is doing well, but this weakness is making me a little bit furious about it. So let it cross and then we think about it going high. Longs about 2400 or 2450 something. Uh, Honeywell Auto, a huge weakness in the sector. The entire sell-off shows that there is some problem in the company. So let it get news get discounted, and then we come to know the entire news. India Bulls housing, even if there was a pure buying at this, people must have entered. Can you see this entire sell-off? The entire time my EMAs are showing weakness. So I would not go against my EMA just to gain little bit of profit and start screaming on my net that I gave for 200 rupees, 215 is what I said. No, I'm here to get big gains. So let's concentrate on that. ICICI Bank is looking good, and let it break this trend line and then we can think of adding to our portfolio. ICICI Lombard is giving a very bad feeling because the crossover is quite strong and every resistance out here has been sold off. So even if it's a small pullback, can be a weakness in the coming days. ICICI Prudential already gave a weakness with a big candle and crossover. So I see this consolidation as a weakness and then it can come down. IDFC Bank has broken 400 support and it's going up. So let's see if it goes above 100, then I'll be interested, or it may go more further weakness. IDFC first. Sorry, that was IDFC. This is IDFC first. Again, there is a huge crossover. So every pullback can be a weakness. IGL, the same story. Again, the crossover, the stock is weak. Yes, Indian Bank is what I'm excited about. It go gave a very nice closing above the resistance. If it goes above this high, and that is 239.50, I will be adding it today. So I have it on my watch list. Then India Cement is below 400. India Mart has a crossover, so we're not that excited and keen to add in the portfolio. Uh, if you can see, there's a steep crossovers. So I feel there is some issue in the market in the stock. I was invested in this stock in this areas, but couldn't find great rally. So ultimately, I had to exit in this areas. Had a very minor loss in it, but that's fine. That's my story. IndusInd Bank might not do great that because we have a sell off, we have a crossover, and we have a huge resistance and a huge sell off over here. Indus Tower, the same story. We have a resistance. Any kind of pullback will be given a selling pressure. Intellect Design is giving little bit of support at 400 EMA. So let it cross above 100 EMA, and then we can think of adding to the portfolio. IOC right now is below the 400 EMA is very showing us very steep momentum on the upside, but the pattern is not that great. So let this downtrend channel get cross over about 100, and then we can think of adding it. So a lot of what happens is that investment does not happen in a lot of stocks. It can happen in one or two stocks, but for that we have to do the entire study every week to find out the gems. And you can invest in hardly one or two stocks or three stocks in the entire month, and that's how the capital is created. Capital is not created trading every day, and if you keep trading every day, that means you are so wealthy that you need so much of capital, and you have it, which I don't. So I have my particular setups which I work on, and that's how I keep multiplying my investment. Okay, so it's all depends upon you and what strategy do you use. This is below 400, so no point in discussion. IRCTC is one of the most monopoly in the entire railway section, and it's taking a support at 400. If it goes above 100, then we can think of adding it to the portfolio. ITC, I have added a little bit for position in this area, and I will look to add more when it goes up in the rally, uh, with the stop loss being at 240. So let's wait and watch what does it happen. Jindal Steel, the steel sector news has been very brutal to the entire sector, and it's hovering around 400 EMA to take support because the sell off was very intense. So let's see how it recovers, or I don't see any much future in this company as of now, as on today. So I'm not going to try to catch the falling fish. Again, I said I don't mind buying expensive. JK Cement is below 400. GSW Steel is below 400. Jubilant Food yesterday had a very good news about some CEO taking charge of it, and it went up 10%. But if you see, uh, the crossover is very evident, and this can be a trap. So try and avoid such kind of investment. Kotak Bank is right now a good investment opportunity, but I'm looking for the breakout of 1980, and then let's see what it happens. Dr. Lalpat Lab is right now having a crossover in weakness. Laurus Labs, if you can see, we had a very steep sell-off. So I feel there will be a lot of people who are stuck in this area, will try and come and find a huge resistance at 665. So I'll want it to give a very big breakout, and then it zooms out. So I'll wait for it. LIC is crossover, so I will not look at it. LNT is again taking support at 400, but it's at no trading zone. Uh, Huge no for LTI. Huge no for LTI. LTTS again a wonderful company, but it's below 400. So let's wait and watch what does it do in next 1 or 2 months. Lupin, the entire pharma sector is under pressure. Can you see this entire crossover? And this was a false alarm where people were buying, and then a steep sell-off. Larsen and Turbo Finance holding, and then let's see what happens. There's a crossover, and there's nothing that I'm excited about this company. but let's wait and watch because it's making a lot of buzz now time. Manappuram Finance, again a huge no. Marico, I'm waiting for 550 breakout and then adding it to the portfolio because FMCG is the next sector that can come up. Because with the stock analysis, I even do sector analysis and then only invest in the sectors which are very strong. Maruti Auto, as I said, is going to be a next already sector which is booming right now and giving a good breakout. Maruti can give today or tomorrow a nice entry in the upside direction. So keep a watch in Maruti. United Spirit is again making a lot of noise in the market because alcohol sector is in uptrend, and this due to sell of the stock had taken a little bit of breather. Uh, it's coming down in a very systematic manner, so I like this setup. So let it give a breakout on the upside, and let's see what it does it happen. MCX right now is getting little bit of weakness, so let's wait and watch. And Metropolis again, all the stocks which were into testing laboratories are having a lot of pressure because COVID situation is not that impactful, and there will be very less of testing, so the revenues might not be as we had expected. MFSL is one of good stocks, and we will wait for it to give a breakout and crossover because I like the stock, and it has given a wonderful rally from the bottoms if you see in this areas of 400 and went to the high of 1200. So let's wait and watch. MGL a big no because it's already crossover on the downside. Mindtree IT sector is again in the pressure, and this is below 400. Mother Sumi, I had made this distribution channel, and once it gave a breakout of that distribution channel, this was something which was expected. Mephosis is trying to take support at 400, but it's very far from my even thinking of going for long. So let's wait and watch. MRF is into the auto index, so it's trying to gain some strength, but this weakness is showing not to go long. So let's wait and watch in it. Again, Muthoot Finance below 400. Mahindra and Mahindra, I have added yesterday, and I had given in my Twitter that 1,000 rupees was a very good buy. And today we have a nice rally at 1,025. And since this is the all-time high of the stock, I am expecting at least 30% returns in the stock. So guys, keep a watch on Mahindra and Mahindra. This can be a good addition to your family. Mahindra and Mahindra Finance is very shaky kind of a pattern. Can you see there is nothing great in the stock? National Aluminium is trying to take some support at 400 EMA. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen after a few months. Naukri, that is in for edge. Big no, this can be a trap and can fall down. Navin Fluorite, it's a wonderful setup. Let's wait and watch the breakout of this level. And when it comes like this, a good rally can be expected. Nestle is again struggling. Let's wait and watch because we have a downtrend channel. Nifty, we already discussed, it's still going up. So since it's already taking support, let's wait and watch if Nifty can break that levels. And right now we are in NMDC, which is below 400 EMA. NTPC, it's a good setup near the support, and we have this downtrend trend line, and if it gives a wonderful and a good breakout above 155, it can be added to the portfolio family. Oberoi Reality is taking a support at 400 EMA, but as of now, there's a huge steep selling, and the 100 EMA is too far. So let's wait and watch. Oracle is giving can be a very big no because it might give a sell off, and there can be new weakness coming in this. I can see that a lot of IT stocks are under pressure, so try and avoid bottom fishing in that sector right now. ONGC is showing the weakness, and between the it's at no trading zone. Page Industries has some good news because of some results and all, and if it breaks this high, 4,600, 46,800 can be a wonderful add to your portfolio. It's quite expensive, a little bit of that cost, but the returns and the percentage matters. So if you want your portfolio to have good healthy stocks, then that could be one of the stocks can be added. Uh, PEL is right now under pressure, so let's avoid that. Persistent is trying to gain that strength, so let's wait and watch. It will break this and then go above 100. Then it's going to take a lot of time. Uh, Petronet NLG, no, it's a no. It's a very not that great chart that what I can see. Uh, PFC Finance, no. Pretty light again in no trading zone, taking support at 400 EMA. PI Industry, yes, this can be a good setup, but still, let's wait because we have a resistance on our head. So this can be a little bit time consuming, and that's what we don't have. So when it breaks like this, we'll go for it. Uh, PNB, a big no. Polycab India, uh, consolidating. Let's wait for the breakout of consolidation. Power grid, yes, one can add this stock once this consolidation is broken near here and with the stop loss near 100, that is 217 rupees, and that can be a good addition to the stock. PVR, yes, this is a good breakout at 1880 is very uh, good stock to add because it's one of the biggest screen in India now with a stop loss of 1650. This can give a wonderful returns in coming days. Ramco Cement, no. RVL Bank, no. RECL, again, you can see weakness is below 400. Reliance, yes, you can add it right now because we have a nice breakout of this level. It's okay if it is going down, we can put it with the stop loss of little bit of, it's a good company. So with the swing low, or if you are a little bit conservative, then 2460 should be your stop loss. SBI card, no, a big no because it's a steep selling. Any pullback can be a sell off. SBI life insurance. This can be a good addition, but only about this big selling candle because it has given a big, huge sell off. So this can be a U kind of a cup and holder kind of a rally, or a U-shaped recovery, which can be seen. Right now, SBI is a good company. Banking sector right now are showing a little bit of strength, but it's still below. It's still between the no trading zone. So let's follow the rules and not get under the impression of brand names. Shree Cement is in the weakness. Siemens is right now consolidation. So once it breaks the high, then we can think of adding to the family about 2600. SRF, yes, it's a good entry today because it has given a consolidation break. One can add it with the stop loss of 2098. So this can be a really good, good buy at this levels. You can see the breakout was happened. There was a consolidation support taken with a nice pullback, and yes, there is a possibility of this nice rally. Shriram Transport, no, not at all, because we have a breakout. Sorry, we have a crossover. So let's not get carried away. Sun Pharma, as I told you, pharmas, everything is right now in the pressure. So this is not a good entry point. Sun TV, no. Singjing is taking support, but it's near the 400. Nothing that excites me. This Tata Chemical is above 100, but only above 1051 because that's the resistance. Uh, Tata Consumer Communication, can you see it's below 400? Not at all. Tata Consumer Product is taking a resistance at 400. Yes, Tata Motors. Let's wait my relative strength to go positive. So by the time it goes up, and it will take a support out here and then give a rally. It's a very nice stock. Please keep in your radar. Tata Power is wonderful setup. Once it gives a breakout of this rally, we have the steep uh, and the support. So keep the stock in mind. Tata Steel, no, as I said, I do not catch any of the pressure sectors. Once something happens in the sectors, then I can think of it. Uh, Torrent Pharma, yes. Can you see this big candle? If it goes above 2995, then you can add it to the family. It's a very wonderful setup in the stock. Torrent Power as of now, no, because it is struggling at 400 levels, 400 EMA. Uh, Trent is also a good setup, but let's wait for it to go above 100 EMA. TVS Motors is a very good setup, but I would rather wait for it to come and retest near 700 levels, and then I will go buy. Why? Because I have not seen a great volume support. So what happens when there is a no huge volumes like this? The rally becomes difficult. So what happens when the volumes are low? Then they make like the zigzag. So there is a huge possibility that Tata TVS Motors can come back to the support, and then I can look for nice pullback. UBL, the same story. The volume is not supporting, but the setup is good. But let's wait and watch. Ultratech Cement no, because it's below 400. UPL no, because if you see, we have a huge resistance out here, and this is just hovering around to make people think that there is a great, and the traders will buy at 790 and 825. The intraday traders will say how great traders they are, but I do not do such kind of trading. Nothing against them or anything. I'm not making any statement, but I don't like such kind of trade. This gap down was one of the biggest shockers for Voltas, because it being summer, and I'm very sure they must have had a great sales, but the report did not show that. So it was a very disappointed. I had to sell it off in loss. Whirlpool again is going up, but that crossover is making me a little reluctant, so I will stay away from it. Wipro being an IT sector which is not very strong, I will stay away. Z Limited again below 400, not interested as of now. And this is Zydus, which is again the pharma, and it is having a crossover, which I am not excited again very much. So, guys, this was the overall scenario of analysis of the uh, Nifty 50, or sorry, Nifty FNO stocks, and this is how you should trade. Hardly two, three stocks were selected from 160, and how you have narrowed down. Buy expensive, that's not a problem. As I bought Mahindra and Mahindra at lifetime high at 1,000 rupees, and today it's 1,025. So don't be scared of buying expensive, but make sure that the stock is in the trend. Okay, guys. I hope you like the video. Please do comment, share, and give a feedback of yours. I hope that I have stayed up to your expectation, and hope to get your support. And if you are looking for any kind of training or any kind of analysis, do get in touch. I hope to see you all guys soon, and I'll come up with the next weekly analysis with a good stock report and everything in the next week. Please stay tuned. Thank you, guys.